Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. I have taken care of the grass field, I mowed it, and I have fertilized it with artificial fertilizer. The digestate is not working on the grass field, which is kind of interesting. I came over to see what the pH value is looking like. Right now it says bad. I was trying to see how it affects my yield rate, but since I just harvested it, and technically the grass is not growing, I don't think it's going to show me the percentage of yield rate. So, yeah, the digestate not working on planted grass. So we'll have to see how that goes along here. I know I said I was going to make hay with the next cut. I lied. We're going to go ahead and make silage out of it and sell it because, one, who would not want the money? But two, it's only July, so I think we'll get another cut in this year, and we got plenty of hay sitting around. So I'm not too worried. We did still get about the same amount of grass. So we still got 352,000, somewhere around there, liters of grass. I still have not run out of silage additive either. So the original crate I bought, I don't know how many cuts we've been through. Maybe 3? Yeah, I'm going to say 3. 3 cuts we've been through. And I have topped off with the forage wagon. So the forage wagon's at 100% with silage additives. I still got some more left. So that's pretty darn good. I sold all the stuff at the Big Red Barn. To get us up to $400,000, actually 407 to be exact. And I did have to pay for some more fertilizer for this field here because, well, that field takes more than what our fertilizer spreader can handle. But we're starting over here because we're going to spend some of this cash here first thing, and we're going to jump into our Mac Anthem truck with the Crone trailer. And you may notice we are loaded up with pig food. Yeah, so I've been trying to get into the pigs as much as I can here. And somehow I missed this pigsty on the Giants mod. It's been there for a while. I don't know. I guess I was looking for one that really suited my style, and I really haven't found one. But this one doesn't look too bad, so we're going to give it a go. Plus, it's kind of, I'd almost say it's kind of cheap. It's still like 150,000, but it will hold like 300 and some odd pigs. So, yeehaw. That's what we're going with. So we're going to bring this over here. We got to do some landscaping. I didn't want to go too far from where we were. Yeah, I think this is where I wanted to go. Hang on, let's turn this off for a second. Let's jump it over here. And let's see if I go... Hang on, so let me turn on flight mode so I can see exactly where the heck I am. Where is flight mode on this? I kind of forgot. Getting used to the new commands here. Yeah, that should be good. And we'll just do this and that. I said this and this. There we go. Alright, so there's the rock cliff. I originally wanted over there, a little bit further over on that flat surface, but I don't want to get too far. So, yeah, I think right here is going to be good. Right here in this rock cliff. Let me drop back down to our level, if you will. So let's go in here to construction, and I want to get a good footprint of what this building looks like. Animals, pigs, and we're going to scroll on down. Hopefully I can remember to put the link in the description below for this mod. So, let's see. We're on pigs here. Which one? Where art thou? I think it's this one right here. 324 pigs, $131,200 for it. The one thing I like about it, kind of gives out the grid to kind of show where it kind of needs to go. So, yeah, I want to kind of face them like that. So, kind of out to that bush and out to that tree. Alright, so now we got to go back in here. I probably should have stayed right where I was. I want to go landscaping. Let's, wait, what bush and what tree? I don't know. There was a bush and a tree, right? So we're going to go here. And we're going to go, well, maybe not that big. Let's go but super strength on that. And what we want to do is just level this out here. And I'm going to go kind of slow because it will take a second for it to level on out. Ooh, we're leveling out quite a bit here. Luckily, we're not paying for this anymore. Whoop. I hate when the screen slips. And we'll go a little bit more. I know it's out to that tree. That tree is probably going to be floating, but we can delete it here in just a second. I said out to this bush. Alright, it should be nice and flat in here. Alright, let's go back to animals, pigs. Let's scroll on down right here. And it should be the same price, which it is. Perfect. Now, the grid's only there. It should be kind of like the grid that we have for the sheep, to where it's kind of like an open field pasture, but you can hopefully we can activate the grid later on. So if we want to put down our own fence, we can. That's really what it's there for, I think. I'm going to put it here. I hope there's nothing... I don't know exactly where the feed trough is. I guess I just have to go to the silo inside. Hopefully not towards the front. And we're just going to... Yeah, that's what we're doing. It's down. So it's there. Anything in the front? No, I don't think there's anything in the front. Okay, so our landscaping needs to be taken care of just a little bit more there. Hopefully we can do that. With the grid down, can I do that? Is that going to stay there? Is that going to affect me at all? Let's go back into construction, landscaping, flattening. Let's go a little bit. Yeah, that'd be good. Strengthen up. Hopefully I can do this. If not, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So he says. I don't know if it did anything. Oh no, it's good. That's fine. Good, so we can put the fence around here later on. Let me go ahead and turn on also. By the way, our environmental score has not changed at all, even though I cut the grass up here. All of our scores are still at 90 in the upper 90s, so that's pretty darn good. What was I doing? Oh, need to go on down here to settings and markers. I want to turn the markers on. Where are the markers? Do you guys know what the markers are? Info, interactive zone markers. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. And this is where we buy the pigs. There's got to be a marker for me to turn off the grid, I hope. There is a grid for me. There is a spot for me to turn off the grid, right? Because I don't want the grid showing all the time here. That would look kind of terrible. Wait a minute. We got markers over here. Hide grid. There we go. And the grid is gone. Perfect. So this is where our slurry is going to be. This is where we just turn on the grid on and off, which is fine. Everything's looking good. This is where we buy the pigs, which we will. And this is where the feed goes, which is fine. Alright, so we're just going to start with 10 pigs and 10 pigs only. And let them grow. Because I don't think I got a lot of pig food. It may seem like we do, but we don't. We're just going to pick one breed, and that's it. Alright, we're going to go in the middle. How about that? Wait, pigs can be sold for profit. Pigs eat nearly everything. Yeah, we know that. This piglet, this is a piglet. Yeah, animals that are healthy and older than 6 months can reproduce. Yeah, we know that. Is there a difference in the pigs in 22 like there were in 19? I'm not really sure. Pigs can be sold for a profit. Yes. Is there any difference with these pigs here? Alright, we're just going to go with these. We want the young ones here. Yeah, we're going to go with the young ones. Okay, wait. There we go. And we're just going to get 10 of them. That's it. Just 10 for $2,300. Let's go ahead and buy them. Now, I will be getting an animal trailer later on. Basically, yeah, we're only going to be here to sell them only. Hey, little buddy. Or little lady. I don't know. Is there sexes in these Farming Simulator 22 with pigs? Looks like with pigs, no. So it doesn't really matter. Alright, so the pigs need some food. So now we need... Oh, okay. That is... Ooh, who flattened that out? Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this tree, because we can't have that floating. Okay, delete objects on, and we're just going to go ahead and delete that. And make sure I turn that back off. Nope. Sorry, wrong button. Here, make sure I turn that back off, because I don't want to accidentally delete something. Alright, let's grab our Mac Anthem truck. We'll drive around here. We'll come back later on and decorate this a little bit more. I got to turn flight mode off, or else I can't get into a vehicle, which is always kind of weird. Flight mode off. There we go. Alright, so we finally got some pigs going. So when the pig pen finally gets full, hopefully we'll have an animal trailer by then, and we'll just bring them on down and sell them. Basically, right now, that's all we can do for pigs. I was kind of looking for a production mod, which we're not going to find on Giants Mod Hub, because, well, you know, I don't think Giants really wants us turning our animals into pork chops and bacon and hamburg and all that. So that's something you would find on a, I don't want to say a third-party site, but I guess it's a lot to say. When I unload these, where are they going to unload? I guess it doesn't matter. Unload. Okay, so they went there. That's fine. That's good. At least we got a place for the pig food now. The question is, how much pig food are they going to... Can I just, wait, over here? If I just put it down, is that going to take it? Good. Now, is this going to store as much pig food as it can hold, or is it only going to be for 10 pigs? So right now I got 2,000 liters in, and for 10 pigs only, that is the area I'm covering. Okay, so grain, protein, root crop. Base food is corn, is it not? You can feed them corn. So I would say that corn. I think corn's going to be the base food. Grain's going to be wheat, barley, that kind of stuff. Protein is going to be, of course, your oilseed. And, of course, root crop is, well, like sugar beet, potatoes, and all that kind of stuff. But pig food is kind of like a variation of it all. So when you put pig food in, it just takes it all. Let me think here for a second. I got to think, if these 10 pigs take all of this, and this is all it's going to feed them for like 10 days, or 2 months, I am in trouble in feeding the pigs. Luckily, animals do not die in Farming Simulator 22 like they can in Seasons in 19. Alright, so this is, I think, 24,000 liters of pig food we just brought over. And oh wow, that didn't really cover much, did it? So we don't have to worry about water. Productivity, slurry, and straw. What's productivity? Is this breeding, right? I think this is going to be... So, yeah, okay. That's what I think it's going to be. But, wow, that's not much for feeding the pigs. There are mods out there. I think one mod, at least I've seen, where it's pig food production. So I may have to look into that. I really thought 24,000 liters of food for 10 pigs would be enough for at least a couple months, but that's not even going to cover them. I don't know how long it's going to cover them for. I don't know if that feed trough is showing me for all 360 some odd pigs, but if it's only for 10 pigs, I could be in trouble here. All right, I'll have to worry about that later on. You know, I want to bring this truck back over to the main farm. There's a cliff there. Let's not drive over that, because I do need some diesel put into this, so we're going to top this off with some diesel. I really don't need a trailer for anything. But we need to get to harvesting the wheat. So the wheat mostly is for the chickens. The big field that we're looking at straight ahead, that's more than enough for the chickens. The rest was supposed to go down and make grain for flour so we can make donuts. But now I'm trying to figure out where I'm actually going to go with it, because the pigs need some grain food. Yeah, I think I've dug myself into a hole here, and I don't have a ladder right now to get out. At least I don't think so. A little concerned about the pig food. I thought 24,000 liters would be enough for 10 pigs for quite a while. When I mean quite a while, I meant like 4 months. No, I'm not saying it for a couple of years. I mean, they are pigs after all. Anyways, let's go ahead and park our Mac Anthem truck here. And, oops, I'm on the trailer, so that's not going to refuel with fuel. Like, why won't that refuel with fuel? There we go. All right, let's grab our 9T and our header, and let's get to harvesting. We're going to harvest the smallest field first, because I want to check to see if we can spray digestate on a field. If I can't spray digestate on a field, then what am I doing with the digestate? Well, if I can't do anything with it, then we're going to go ahead on down to the BGA, and there is a module we can put down to where we turn the digestate into energy and sell it. But I think it's going to work on a bare field, I think. Let's grab our 60-foot header here. Let's go ahead and unfold the combine. And someone put a trailer there, which wasn't the greatest of ideas, because that's where I kind of need to go-ish. Can I sneak through here? It's going to be kind of tight. Okay, the trailer... Alright, so I can't squeeze through there. Someone brought some hay bales over for the sheep and left it there. He-Man, there we go. It's out of the way. Alright, what did I harvest last? I don't remember. I think it was soybeans, so straw swath needs to be turned on. I can see the back of the 9T adjusting for a swath. And here we go. So we need about 50,000 liters. 50,000 liters is more than enough to take care of the chickens for a year. So as long as we get 50,000 liters into the silo, that's great. And the rest, well, I will have to figure out later on. So I may just dump all this wheat right now into the silo and figure out later on what we're going to do with it. Meaning pig production food or making flour. Can I buy pig food in the store? I mean, that would get rather expensive. Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm just thinking out. I'm thinking out loud. No, I'm thinking to myself in quiet. Is what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out how to approach this if the pigs need that much food. I'm hoping that silo is for 360 some odd pigs, and the pigs are not going to go through that much food. It used to be in previous versions of Farming Simulator. I can't remember in 15. In 17, without seasons, when you fed the animals, it was good for 10 days. In 19, it was good without seasons as a mod, I think for 6 or 7 days. And with the seasons mod, which I use a lot of, it was good for 1/3 of a season. So depending how many days you played in the season, so if you played, let's just say 6 days in the season, which I normally did, it was good for 2 days out of the season. So every 2 days you had to feed, every 2 days, yeah, you would have to feed the animals. In 22, I'm not sure how long the food lasts. It seems like it's 3 months. It seems like I'm feeding the chickens and the sheep and the cows like every 3 months. But if that's the case, for the pigs there, if that's the food for only 10 pigs, I don't even have enough for a day, really. So I'm hoping that totals for 364 pigs. That's what I'm hoping for. Now I'm trying to figure out what do I want to do with the straw here. And I thought I was going to bale it, but now I'm thinking no. Probably just pick up at the forage wagon and sell it. I got to double check to see how much straw I have. So when I go over to get the forage wagon, we'll double check on how much straw I have. So I get the straw off this field before we can try the digestate. Now, my feeling with digestate is all it's going to do is going to bring the nitrogen level up some. It's not going to get it to where we need it to be. So when we go to plant, it's not going to use as much artificial fertilizer as we normally would. Now, we're not using that much to begin with, but by putting digestate down first, it's barely going to go through the artificial fertilizer at all. At least that's what I'm hoping. But it didn't work in the grass field at all. So we tried it last episode when the crop was almost ready for harvest. Well, it said ready for harvest, but it was at its lowest height for harvest. Did not take digestate, and after I got done cutting the grass today and picking it up, when the grass field was empty, it still did not take any digestate. So yeah, I'm not too sure. On the grass field, digestate may not work, so hopefully when we get this field cleaned up here in just a second, and I come over here with a digestate sprayer, he'll put down some digestate somewhere. And if it doesn't, I'm going to have to look into it a little bit more, and if you can't use digestate in precision farming, then I'll be selling all that stuff, and we'll be taking digestate and making it into energy. We are just about full. Alright, let's run over because the fence is not too far. So other thoughts I have had, I've been talking about getting a 4th tractor. I think 4 tractors is about as much as we're going to have here in the farm. And I would like to have it be the fast track as a 4th tractor. And I'm also thinking about trading in the Fendt at some point. Because we did buy this one used. Although it doesn't have, technically it doesn't have that many hours on it. It's only got 62 hours on it. But I'm thinking about trading in for a 9R. Just to change it on up. The T6 we'll probably always keep because that was our first tractor. I do like the McCormick. But the one thing I am looking for, if the fast track will... I didn't really look at the fast track too well, but I'm looking for like a upper 300s, low 400s tractor. So while this is unloading, actually, let me go ahead and look at this. I did have a modded fast track in here. I think it's this one right here where we can do a whole bunch of colors to it. What's the biggest engine that goes in here? Or we don't have that option. Usually JCBs are right where they are. So that's a 3... We'll just call it a 350. Yeah, so we can change a lot of the colors. GPS, covering flash, lamp beacons, rear fenders, tinted windows, wheel setup. So 350 horsepower. Alrighty. So what's the standard JCB looking like? It's always interesting to me, the JCB never really comes with any engines upgrades to them, so they are what they are. So yeah, so that's the 348 as well. I mean, it's a little bit better than the McCormick. Make sure it's got a front PTO shaft. I do that enough. But yeah, maybe in the future. That'll be our 4th tractor. Like I said, trade in the Fendt for a John Deere. For you John Deere fans out there. There's nothing wrong with the Fendt that we got, but you got to remember, we did buy that one in the sales department, which is perfectly fine, but it's helped us out quite a bit. And it's not like I'm looking for a tractor with bigger horsepower or anything like that. I just want to change it on up a little bit here. That's kind of why I got right into the pigs today. I did want to go ahead and wait on the pigs a little bit, but it's like, yeah, we've been... I don't want to seem we've been kind of stagnant here on the farm, doing the same things over and over again. But I want to go ahead and get the pigs on here, get them started. Just so we can change jobs up enough so we don't seem like we're doing the same thing over and over again. That's why I didn't bother showing me cutting the grass this morning and compacting it and all that stuff. We just did that not long ago. But it's a job that needs to be done, and I couldn't wait on it, so I did it off camera. I know there's a few people that have messaged me on Discord saying, don't be skipping things, we like to see it all. I'm like, then we wouldn't be as far as we are sometimes, you know. Sometimes you can't show everything. And I try to keep it interesting by changing up the jobs that we do enough. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, not using having that big of a header on here. Just like a couple weeks ago, someone said I should, you know, when the Class Lexion was on sale, they said I should trade in the 9T for it. I was like, yeah, we haven't had the 9T long enough. The Class Lexion, I should test that to make sure the pipe is actually out further than the 60-foot header. Just to make sure. Before I go buy the Class Lexion and find out, oh, that pipe isn't as long as I thought it was, and it does the same thing as the 9T. I'm going to go ahead and park this over here for now. All right, let me go grab the Fendt, and we'll go ahead and just get that off the field. And, well, I'll be in the Fendt anyway, so I'll go grab the forage wagon. We'll pick up the straw here. I just got to double check on the straw because I'm not going to have any more straw for this year, right? What did I plant over there? Was that oats? I can't remember what I planted. What did we plant in the other two other fields down there? Was that oats? Yeah, that's... I planted barley. I knew that. So we got plenty of straw off those fields there. So I'll probably sell straw, this straw that we're getting today. And I'll when it comes time to planting, or not planting, harvesting the barley, when we get that straw, maybe I'll go ahead and make bales into that. You darn pigs are making me wondering how I gotta feed you. If that's what 10 pigs take, just imagine what 364 take. Or, like I said, hopefully that's calculating for 364 pigs. One more thing I kind of forgot. We are now into our second harvest with precision farming going on. And I'm wondering if our score is going to change after harvesting the fields. I haven't checked yet because it just hit me while I was coming back. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. This is the second harvest. I've been so focused now, kind of a little bit flustered with the digestate, not working on the grass field. That's originally what I got it for. Let's go ahead and pick up this straw here. It should not use any of the silage additive because we're not making silage with it. So as we learned from the first season doing a couple of tests, if we look at the scoring chart for precision farming, and see if I can remember to put it up here, because I'm probably going to forget. If I did, I apologize. But it will show that if you plow the field, you get 0 score. But we plowed a field, and then, of course, we direct drill it, and we got credit for direct drilling. So it seems like the direct drilling overrides or supersedes if you plow the field. So in theory, we can actually plow the fields. That will stop the weeds. We'll get our stones still. The only thing I'll have to do... Actually, I may not even have to do that because the environmental score seems to keep track of what you've done previously. But if it says it needs to be weeded, I can go around with the spot sprayer and just kind of spray it for a second. And environmental score is like, okay, you spot sprayed it for weeds. So we'll try to go around and plow the fields and, you know, get rid of the weeds. And I want to spend that much on herbicide. And, yeah, we'll get stones to make some more lime. Although I think we're pretty well limed up at this point. I'm still trying to figure out what I should do here. I think probably the best thing to do when I harvest grain fields, it probably still be quicker, and we're going to try this here in a little while, to actually make straw bales, and then go around and pick up the bales later with the auto-loading trailer. Because each bale is, let's see, with straw, it's 9,000 liters. And with a baling trailer, I can fit, let's see, 3 by, like, is it like 30 bales on it? 27, 30 bales? So 30 bales times 9 is 270,000 liters. Is that right? Yeah, that's probably right. So I can do it, let's just say 300,000 liters on a trailer of bales. This thing can only pick up 50,000 liters. So, yeah, it just saves on trips. But at least we're going to make a little bit of money here, selling here at the biogas heating plant. The BGA does not take straw. At least the BGA that we're using does not take straw. So for 50,000 liters of straw, what are we getting here? We're getting a decent amount at least. Alright, so $17.80 and $50 extra for the environmental score. That reminds me. We did a second harvest. And look at that. Now our score is 99 in this lot of land. Lot 23, it looks like. So, after you do a full harvest all the fertilizing, pH value, all that stuff, reseed, harvest again, and the environmental score will kick in. So after we harvest all these fields this year, our environmental score, right now we're like at 61. So we should skyrocket up until, I'm going to say the low 80s, low 90s. I think I'm going on the low side there because all of our scores on the other fields, once it cycles through, seem to be in the upper 90s. So I'm gonna, you know, low score myself and say we're going to shoot for 90. That's what I'm going to say. All right, I'm going to pick up the rest of the straw, and then we're going to try putting digestate down in this field, and hopefully it will spray digestate. If it doesn't, then well, I'll figure something out, or go in a corner and cry. Alright, that is good enough on the straw. So let's park the Fendt over here for now. Let's go grab the McCormick. And this is why I would need 4 tractors. Another thing I should mention, though, also, if you made comments on the last episode when the digestate wasn't working in the grass field, I should mention that I'm recording this episode before that episode goes live. So if you're telling me how a digestate works with precision farming, I haven't seen those comments yet. So, if you did comment, I appreciate it. I probably have read it. But hopefully we're going to find out here in just a second all together. If no one made a comment, we're going to find out here in a second. But I think this, well, this better spray. You better spray. First of all, is my crop sensor on? Yes, it is on. But I don't think crop sensor matters. But I think with slurry, it only matters with the soil type. I think. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it on. Really? Is that what I forgot to do before? Did I not lower the boom before? I feel like a complete idiot. If I did not lower the boom before in the previous episode, that's my problem. I forgot to lower the boom. I don't think we had to in previous versions of Farming Simulator. I'm not going to try to use that as an excuse, but that's the way I just remember doing it, that it didn't matter if the boom was up or down. But now with the boom down, we are spreading digestate, which is what we want to do. Now, this is not going to bring our nitrogen level all the way up to where it should be. It's just going to bring it up to a certain level. I'm trying to remember what it said. I think it's going to bring it up like 40 points or whatever. And it's doing it by the soil type. So when I come back around with the seeder later on, and we plant with the seeder, obviously, it's not going to use as much artificial fertilizer. What kind of sucks is I'm leaving a small strip in the center. Now I'm just trying to see how much digestate we're going through. For this small field, feel like I'm going through a lot. But you know what? In a way, we got it for free, so I'm not going to complain. Now the question is, why overlap? Does it actually put another layer down? It still seems like it's going through as much as it did before. Now I do have the partial width I could use. But I want to see if it's going to put down another layer where I went over. And we're going to know that here in a second. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Raise that up. And if we go into here, pH, nitrogen level. So you can see we're still in the red for the most part. And it didn't spray a double application down, even though I was going through as much as I was. But if we go in the field, nitrogen level is up to 80 and 70, depending on where we are. So it adds nitrogen level to it, but of course we don't know what crop we're using. But digestate only does it by the soil type, not by your crop type. At least that's the way I'm understanding it. And wow, do I feel like a complete idiot, like I always do. I did not lower the boom. At least I don't think I did with a grass field. So it may work with grass, other than, yeah, I'm just a complete idiot. Let me go ahead and fold this up. But that went through quite a bit of digestate for that field. About 20,000 liters. Somewhere in there. So, Yeah, you need a lot of digestate / slurry, but it's free, and we'll use it, and it gives us something else to do here on the farm. Actually, let me go ahead and detach that. Let me drive forward here. Detach that. So what I need to do now is next up I want to try something else out I haven't used yet. I downloaded it last week, which is the mod Follow Me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back and get the baler. McCormick is going to ride around the baler, follow behind the combine on a, we're going to put the combine on course play, and this tractor should be able to follow the harvester step by step. Now I know some people, even in 19, told me this, but this is the way I prefer to do it. You can save the course for the combine, and then just load up the course for the tractor that's hauling around the baler, and save the same course. But I like to use Follow Me. It's something I'm just comfortable with, and yeah, it'll be the first time I'm using Follow Me in Farming Simulator 22. But first things first, I do need the baler, so let me go grab that, and I'll meet you back where the combine is, and we'll get the harvester working on that field. Okay, I may just edit all that out what I just said, or I may leave it in there for comic relief, but yeah, Follow Me here. Okay, so I think I got it up. Even though it doesn't show it on the HUD, at least on my controls, it's right control F to activate it. Now, kind of weird, when I unhitch the baler, it shows right control F to initiate Follow Me. When I hook up the baler, it doesn't show it. So right control F, and it says follow the Massey Ferguson Ideal 9T. I already said the distance for 60. That's what I always use when it comes to baling. Can I activate the baler? No, I cannot. So I gotta hit H to dismiss the worker. All right, so wait a minute. So I gotta activate. Yes, you got to activate the baler before you turn on Follow Me. All right, let me do Control F again. Follow the Ideal Combine. Follow distance out like 60. The baler is on. Now we're going to come over here. Now, the only thing I don't know if I'm going to get crop destruction from the worker, I don't know. For here, we need to go into here and then scroll on up to here. And then, where are we here? Here we go. Let's scroll on back here. Create job, course play. We need to target this field here. And the one thing I don't think I checked on this field are the trees. So hopefully there are no trees in the way. Start at first waypoint. Yes, we're all good. Let's do that. 2 headlands ought to be good. Headland overlap, I'm going to go 1%, because I already got it at negative 0.2. All right, generate field course play work. All right, we see that. And Control H. Oh, you're gonna fold up the combine and go over. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, no. Hang on a second. Wait, something might be in the way. Let's move this tractor away. The combine is already... I'm not sure what the combine's doing. I thought the first waypoint was way the heck over here. But if you look behind, the McCormick is starting to do its own thing. Now, are you going to do crop destruction, which I would like to see if you are. So workers do not do crop destruction, but if I were to go in the field, I would. Now, it will miss bits on the corner. Now, of course, the baler can go at a faster speed, but it's going to be restricted because I'm leaving it 60. I'm going to think it's meters in this measurement, 60 meters behind the combine. And the reason I always do it 60 meters behind, because when the combine starts doing rows back and forth, sometimes the combine needs to turn around. And if you got your following tractor too close behind, It'll back into that, and then it'll say blocked by an object, you're just in the way. And in Farming Simulator 19, I found this to be the perfect measurement for what I was doing. But I thought I had this starting at the first waypoint. And I don't think I can check while it's running. But you know what? It's running. It's fine. It's good. Whatever. Let's jump back into the Fendt tractor. We're going to go ahead and sell this straw. I think I'm done with the forage wagon. I'm just going to bale the straw and it'll just be easier. Now, I thought I had the combine start at first waypoint, which I thought the first waypoint was kind of like where we are, heading in that direction. So whatever the combine misses, I'll pick up later on. Not that big of a deal. I got some things I need to do. Now, I was going to sell this straw, but technically, my next step was going up to give the pigs some straw for bedding. Let's go up and see if I can give it to them loosely, and see if they'll accept it completely that way. Let's see. Am I going to have a road going up and around to the pigsty that way? Don't think so. Don't think so. So we can see the pigs in all their glory up there. I really do hope that the food I got in there is for 364 pigs, not the 10 that we have. Okay, a little bumpy here. So they do require straw, if I did see correctly, and they should. Straw. So, do I just put straw here, or... Whoop, I saw it there for a second. Yep, it's here. Alright, I am going to assume that this measurement in the in the HUD is showing us for 364 pigs, whatever it is. Because 10 pigs just took a whole bunch of straw. Didn't you? You guys took a whole bunch of straw. So, what's their puberty age? I have no idea. 0. Oh, we can kind of tell. Where's that trigger? Nope. Let's come over here. Let's see here. Puberty is 6 months. So when they hit 6 months old, they can start reproducing. So that's not far off. So basically at the beginning of next year, we should have... Well, we shouldn't have any more pigs. These pigs will be old enough to start the reproduction. And reproduction takes how long? 4 months only. So that's going to cycle through rather quickly. Now, are they going to... with pigs, at 19, I don't know what the ratio of one pig... I would like to say for every pig, you got like 3, it seemed like, sometimes. So I don't know what's going to be like in 22. But we do got the pigs up and started. Let's go ahead and get the Fendt out of the way. They took a lot of straw for 10 pigs, so I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed and saying the stats we're seeing is for the is it 364? Let me go back in here for a second. Construction, animals, pigs, scroll on down. 324. Alright, so it's 324. Hopefully that's the total that it needs to be. Alright, so I just want to park this on the road, I guess, is what we're going to do. Because the next thing I want to do is I do want to do some landscaping around the pigs to make it look nice. Now, originally I wanted a road going past the maple syrup, past our greenhouses, up to the pigs, and that's it. But I may do that and then have a cutoff road going down to the biomass heating plant. Or I just may run it down there and not have a road going around there at all. Sure, why not? Why not? Let's go over here. Oh, that's quite a ways here. Stand right with the pigs, because that's where I need to be. Okay, so here we are, as we all know. Landscaping, and let's go to smoothing, or soften as they call it. And we're going to make that extreme, and let's go over to here and try to smooth this out as best as we can. Gonna make this bigger? Yeah, let's make it bigger. Bigger the better. Does that seem good enough? It's really hard to tell, isn't it? If it's smooth enough. Let's go to painting, and I think we're just going to go to dirt. And we'll change it up. Let's see, what's the width of the road? Appears to be that. Alright, let's start up here. Total concentration. Now let's spin that around here, and we'll come up here. And we don't need to go to the front of the pig pen, but we do need to go behind it for slurry. Oh wow, so when I come in here with a tanker to grab the slurry out of here, I think what I'll have to do is bring my tanker up here, spin it around, and back up to it. Or leave myself a loop. I really don't want to do a loop, I don't think. So we're going to leave myself a lot of area up here to like fiddle around. I think that's good-ish. Let's go to plants and... get the grass back in. Oop, wrong button. Hopefully my workers are doing what they should be doing over in the wheat field. Actually, I don't want to paint that side over there. But if we do, it's not that big of a deal. And for now, yeah, we'll just do this. Actually, you know what? I want to paint and do this. All right, let's go over to here and let's see. Do we want rock or granite over here? I heard someone say granite, so we're gonna go. We're going granite over here. Spin it around this way. Eventually, at some point, I got to go around to a lot of the places I've been, quote-unquote, decorating and do some more touch-ups. But I do stuff like this to quickly kind of get it to looking somewhat respectable. Should I say respectable? Sure, we'll use that word. We'll try to make it look as somewhat the way it should be, maybe. It may not be respectable, but it's close enough. Yeah, to make it look somewhat unique in its own way. The way nature probably should intend it to be. There we go. Let's go spin back around this way. Plants. Back to the grass. And then Just a couple of bushes here on the side. Don't want it all rocky over here. Kind of blend it in a little bit. Alright, let's jump back on down to the ground here and see how we're looking. So I'm going to bring my tanker up. Looks like that's a nice smooth transition right through there. Probably need to paint this a little bit more as dirt where the drop off is. But we got to come over here and get our slurry and bring it down to the BGA at some point to make it into digestate. And we're not going to buy any more pigs. We're going to let these, I guess we'll just call them mostly ladies and let them do their thing, which is fine by me. Can we actually go in here? Oh, that door does actually open, but just really comes to here. We do have lights in here, which is nice. Is there a way to get into... Of course there is. Into their bedding area. So on bad weather days, they can come here and lay in here if they want to. Perfect for them. Can we close the door? I probably will put down a fence later on, but for now, I think that is pretty darn good. I may do a little bit more decorating here off camera in just a moment. You probably maybe even seen it in the thumbnail. That's my plan anyways. So, yeah, we got ourselves a new pig barn, which is rather nice, I do believe. It's looking pretty good. 324 pigs it will hold, and once we get to like 320 or so, we will start selling these little ladies here. What are they worth when they're just piglets? Oh, they're here. It's funny that the free range pigsty is before, unless it goes alphabetical. Sure, why not? They're worth $46 a piece. So we'll see how they do when they start getting up a little bit higher. But I am hoping this food level is for 324 some odd pigs. Maybe not, you know. Maybe not. Maybe it is for 10 pigs. If it is, oof, yeah, I may not be doing as much sugar beet into the BGA as I thought. This may be going all to the pigs, along with some other food. All right, let's go see how our workers are doing. Okay, the problem is our combine's full, and I did not realize it. Hang on a second. All right, I need to go take care of this. Pronto, I need to drop off the forage wagon, go grab our chrome trailer, and unload the ideal harvester. I kind of forgot about that little thing where the combine does fill up with grain once in a while, and you have to unload it. So looking at our field, our combine started in that corner over there, and it only made it this far with 17,000 liters, but it is a 60-foot wide header, so it's not going to make many passes in the field to begin with. Am I going to be able to sneak in here? I don't think you stay 60 meters behind. No, McCormick, you stay right where you are. Whoops, I'm causing crop destruction, I'm sure. Yep, I did. And of course, you would drop a bale right there, wouldn't you? It's a little snug in here. So the first thing I want to make sure is our chickens are constantly fed. So I'm going to put at least 50,000 liters of wheat into the silo. And then I may top off the pigs with the rest of the wheat off this field. Hopefully. See what that does. See what the numbers kind of look like. It may be for 10 pigs only. If so, then I need probably to rethink the pigs pretty darn quick. Because I don't want 324 pigs. That's going to be a lot of feed. Did I get the full combine? Looks like I did. Yep, we're all set here. See how this all works out here. Yeah, Follow Me is doing pretty much what it should. Now he's going to wait the 60 meters before he takes off again. Now the one thing Follow Me won't do is like when the Combine for Courseplay does that little side step. Follower stop. Why did you stop? Why did you stop? Did you get confused there? Yeah, you stopped, didn't you? Alright. Shouldn't be a problem. This happened quite a few times in 19 as well, a few times. The good thing is I can catch right back up to the Combine because it's not traveling too fast. Now I just got to remember it's right control F. And hopefully all the settings are the same. And it tells me at the bottom of the screen that you're following 60 meters behind, so that's all good. We'll jump on out here. Oh, so that'll be harvested. Well, we didn't really ever harvest this field here. 99, 97. Now this field's 96. This field's still only showing 77. My guess is the Combine didn't really harvest in that side of the field over there, so I may have to do something about that field. Our score is up to 62, and now our increased price level is a bonus of 4% instead of 3. So definitely got to wait 2 harvests for all these fields to adjust themselves, if you will. But this is, like I said, this is where the Ford tractor comes in handy because the Fent's going to be doing the grain transportation. McCormick's doing the baling. And I need a tractor to go ahead and start plowing. I think that was me missing all that straw. Yeah, the Ford tractor, like the JCB, Fast Track can be doing the plowing. And the T6 can be doing stone picking. And we get a lot of the work done. So a Ford tractor wouldn't be too bad. What is the price of that JCB? I got the money, but do I really want to go ahead and do it now? $289. And of course, I'm definitely going to want to mod it up a little bit for sure. So yeah, it's out of my price range for now. So maybe in the future we'll get that going. But this means, you know, it's going to take longer for us to get the work done. But it's good. AI Worker has a full grain already. Full grain. Okay. We're coming. We're coming, Frank. So, yeah. So, a lot of work to be done here in this day of July. We got 3 fields. Well, sorry. We already harvested 1 field. We're going to get this one done here rather quickly. And maybe quicker for me to do it myself in a way. Meaning, I could have someone follow me doing the baling. But I could be in the harvester. Yeah, I could get it done. Where are you going? Oh, you know why? Because you didn't start where you were supposed to start. And now you're skipping a row. And now I'm going to destroy some crops because I really don't have a choice. Good thing are you gonna keep on going when you're unloading? I hope not. Oh, come on, tell me that's good enough. I'm trying to block the header so he doesn't keep on going. Oop. No, you stay. Oh. So close. This pipe just isn't quite long enough for a 60-foot header, so this is something I may have to address here sometime soon, and he wants to get on going. And now I created myself a mess. He's trying to go, but we're unloading. Farming in no man's land, I guess that's the way it's going to go. You're going to try to pull back over. The best thing to do at this point is just to do Control H. And take over myself. Alright, I'm going to harvest the rest of the field by myself. It's a mess right now. I need to straighten this out. But yeah, this worker will keep on following me. Yeah, looks like Frank is up there. He'll be doing the straw harvesting, and I got to destroy some more crops here and empty out my combine, and we'll keep on going here, and we'll get the crop done. But we got pigs, but I don't think I'm ready for them. They're requiring a lot. So we'll see how that works out here. But it's not looking too promising right off the get-go. But we'll see how it works out. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.